What's going on, everybody? It is me, Renard, and I'm here with another of my favorite days, unboxing day. So let's get to it. I pre-ordered this one a good while ago, and I love Draken stuff. So I ordered the Aoraki, I believe I said that right, the Maori, and some would say proper name of the highest point in New Zealand. See what's here. Okay, that's some personal information. Yep. So what I ordered was the Zulu, because this one has 4 different types that you could have ordered. And love what they send. Also, I really love their logo. Who doesn't love dragons, right? And I like that their packaging is not too small, not too big. Let's see if I can get this off without tearing it. There we go. Love it already. See if I can back this camera up some. Need some more height on it. There we go. So some of the basics, some of what you, or a diagram basic of what you ordered. Letting you know what you got, how to do it. Ways how to wind it. Who doesn't love the old school shake? So you can do that, or with the crown, just wind it. Specifications for those who are watch nerds like myself. Let me get that focused. Here we go. See what all is here. Looks like a receipt. Okay. The test information. So this is good. I've never received test information from a watch before. So I gotta say right off the bat, I am loving what I'm seeing. Some great information. Then obviously the warranty, good stuff. See, I'm used to the little tiny credit card sized warranty cards, so I like that they're breaking the mold, as it were. All right, but now for the good stuff. Here we go. So they did something similar with the previous 2 watches that I had. With the pouch, different patch right here though. I'm digging this. It's got the Aoraki in the background, playing in the foreground. Military inspired Male clips, great for sticking onto packs, belts, that sort of stuff. I do like that they sent it in this because this is really reusable for all kinds of things. I am tempted to make my own case for this, or maybe a two watch case, and just keep the Draken things in there, and I'll just keep the patches. Try to figure out a way to add that to the thing, but we'll see. Here we go. So immediately off the bat, I'm loving what I'm seeing. All right, so please note, I'm only wearing this very beat up Apple Watch because I'm doing a lot of monitoring for some vitals, but primarily for keeping time. I've got the watch on the left hand. This one's a Bertucci, by the way. Love it, really nice and rugged. And there was an interview by a review done by Peter Kotza. He's an Aussie who does a lot of watch content, and he had mentioned this boon strap and how he had got a lot of compliments because of it. And I knew that I was going to make a strap for this, but when he said it came with one and it was already looking pretty good, I decided to see what was up. And I can tell you right now from just how it feels, I know it's gonna be lovely. I believe this is kangaroo hide, but I'll check the documentation to verify. I've handled a lot of kangaroo hide, so this feels just like it. And you can see here it's got that beautiful pull up, so that's gonna be nice. Oh yeah, loving this. So the reason I got this one was because it has the, in true field watch fashion, it's got the full 12 and 24 on the dial, and the minute hand goes all the way out to the edge of the to the minute track, all the way out to the edge there. And then I felt that this was the right one to buy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did like some of the other versions because they had the BGW9 loom. This one doesn't have any. So this one's all Lumabrite, I believe is the green one. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And these are the syringe style hands. And I'm digging it so far. Sorry, let's go ahead and get this off the back here. So the canvas strap feels really good. It's not very thick. Come on. Not trying to break the thing here. There we go. It's not very thick, which does mean that it will be relatively light feeling on the wrist. So that will be good. Doesn't feel like it's bulky in a way. I do like how the Bertucci feels, but I'm not gonna lie, this canvas strap is really, really sturdy. It took some getting used to and some breaking in. This one here feels as if it is also that nylon canvas, but it's significantly thinner. Matter of fact, we can compare the two right here. So far as thickness, and this is, it would be significantly easier if I just took it off. So a little bit wider, but then on the end you can just see how much thicker this canvas is. This canvas is in this one. But once it was broken in, it was great. Feels really, really good, easy to wear. This one probably have a similar experience because it's much thinner. This feels really, really good though. And I do like that, though the band is thin, the watch itself is kind of chunky. It does add some, for me, I like the feel of the presence on the wrist. So I think that will be a benefit for me. Some folks don't like that though. I do like how nice and bold this feels on the wrist though. Or rather in my hands, and I think it'll be nice on the wrist. The crown, the knurling is really, really good. I feel like I can get a lot of grip on that. All right, let's go ahead and get these stickers off. Well, not really stickers, they're just coverings. So flat sapphire crystal, a lot of anti-reflective, so you can see reflections in it, but it's not washing out on the back, so you can still tell the time pretty well in various lighting situations. And there we go. All right, so just like the Bertucci I was wearing, this is a pass-through, not a true/proper NATO strap. Not at all a bad thing, just different. I like it. The previous Drakens that I got had an engraving on the back. This one doesn't. Truthfully, not really a bad thing because it allows for me to have the opportunity to get something customized on it. So honestly, I'm not counting that against Draken on this one. All right, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Actually, wait. Got to do the proper business first. There we go. 1822. So set this to 1823. Oh, see, that feels good. This doesn't just wind, it clicks a little bit. Yeah, I feel there's some sort of presence, maybe resistance or whatnot. It doesn't just spin and wind. I feel it clicking a little bit as it passes the numbers. So that's pretty good. Just an interesting tactile sensation when you're setting the watch. Never a bad thing. All right, 20, 1, 2, 3. Get it rolling, and I see the seconds ticking. Now this is a little bit interesting. As chunky as this watch is, and as unique as it felt when I was setting it for the time, I thought that I would feel a little bit more resistance, a little bit more, I don't know, toughness. I don't know how you pronounce it, but this is really, really easy to wind. I thought there'd be just maybe a huge tougher spring or something like that. But honestly, the fact that it's just this easy is pretty great. All right, and time set, wound in. All right, and let's get to it. Ridiculous. And I am digging it a lot. Looks good, feels good. I'm going to say for the record, I do like this one, like how it feels. Like I said, it being slimmer, there'll be an easy break-in. It'll stretch a little bit, so I think that I'll end up wearing it on that notch after it stretches out a bit. But for right now, I'm liking it a lot. One thing I did notice putting it on, because this is not very robust, the weight of the watch is a huge portion of just the whole body of everything. So much so that I feel it tilting to one direction or another. Thankfully, I wear my watch a little bit snug, so I'm not really worried about the watch, leading too far to one direction or the other as I wear it. But hey, just a thing to notice or to be aware of. If you're gonna wear it with the strap, maybe just a little bit more snug to keep the watch from moving about so much. And now for the Boond. I am certain that I'm gonna like this. Last watch that I had like this was the Hamilton Khaki Field, the limited edition Far Cry. It was a titanium body, loved it. Still wear it a lot actually. It helps that the body is titanium. Oh man, look at that. So you've got what feels very much to be kangaroo, and then instead of just using a thicker piece of kangaroo, it was lined on the back with, well, this feels really, it feels like it has a really dense makeup to it, so it might actually also be cowhide. Used to seeing things like this lined with suede, or maybe, oh, I said cowhide, this might be kangaroo. So I'm used to seeing things like this lined with suede or other cowhide, but this feels very much like it's also kangaroo. So if this is the case, great job on Draken for knocking these out this way. All right, let's see how this looks on just the strap without the bund. Hopefully I can get it on there without scratching it. That is one thing I noticed about my Hamilton. When you're putting the watch on and off, the case is close to the lugs. And so when you're putting the watch on and off or switching the band, you scratch the band a bit. But this one here doesn't appear to have that issue. Just gonna get the distance right. All right, so I'm gonna try it with just the band and then put the full bund on. Really well done. It's a little stiff, which means that there will be some break-in period for this one. That feels pretty good. I don't know if I want to cinch it down one more. That there. Now this is more comfortable, I will say, than the canvas. I'd like to think that I'm not biased, but I might be, but this does feel more comfortable. Feels great. You can see the pull up here from where it was moved and bent, which means the leather that they use was tanned in such a way that there's liqueurs and fats and whatnot that became embedded / infused in the leather. Not at all a bad thing. Gives the watch a lot of character, but that's how you end up with pull up. So great job on the leather selection, folks over at Draken. I don't know who designed this, but they did a really good job. If I ever meet you, I owe you a couple of beers. It's a great watch band. I can get this nice and centered. There we go. And for those who aren't very familiar with the bund style watch straps, so what this does is it dissipates the force or the pressure on the watch on the back of your hand. So it makes it a little more comfortable to wear. It does definitely add to the presence of the watch on your wrist. You are going to make it, what's that, approximately 1/8 of an inch higher, or a few millimeters, probably 3, maybe 4 millimeters thicker. So just be aware of that. And if I'm off on millimeters, I'm sorry, I'm American. But yeah. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. But again, based off of this dense and tight weave here, or this dense, it's not really a weave, texture, I'm very sure it's gonna feel really good, fit really well, and be very comfortable. I am bending it in place a bit though, so that it forms some as opposed to me just putting it on and then trying to bend it in. I'm basically cheating, but hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right? Can I go one more? It's a little too snug. Let's take it out one. There we go. I love how this feels. All right. Again, what I foresee from this so far is from the unboxing, very comfortable. If you are working in an office setting and you wear a lot of dress shirts and your shirts come to your cuff or a little snug around your wrist, this watch in this style, not for you. This is definitely going to either lift up your cuff, or your cuff will be bunched up here by your wrist. But if you're the sort of guy who's going to have his sleeves rolled up, or you are working in an environment where you're maybe rocking polos or long sleeve shirts aren't a requirement, something like this is not an issue, and you will definitely get some looks. And I mean that in the best possible way. A lot of folks are going to see this and want what you got. Or rather, if you're working in a decent place, they're going to want to buy what you've got. I am digging it. This is very, very much I feel as if it's a great purchase. Crazy sturdy, solid steel, sapphire, crystal, anti-reflective. Not lying to you, from my opinion, depending on the angle, it looks as if there's no glass there. Then you have to turn it to get some kind of reflection on there. So however many layers of anti-reflective undercoating you put on there, I would say good on you. Great call. Let's see if I can get this with some different light on it. All right, so in conclusion, the Aoraki from Draken, in my opinion, absolutely a great purchase if you are a fan of field watches and if you don't mind something with some serious wrist presence. Because again, even if it were not on this, if it were on the canvas strap or something thinner as your own, it is a bit of a thicker and chunkier watch. But what you're getting is something that people really, really, truly cared about. So much so that they are willing to show you the results from the proof master, show you the results of the testing on this watch. It's one thing to just put it there and then to say, oh, here's our warranty, or to make these claims. They let you know when they didn't have to let you know. And everything here is handwritten. So somebody cared enough to write this out for you as opposed to just stamping or printing it out on a thing. So the good design, the human touch, and the wrist presence, which I actually enjoy for myself, I say this is completely a worthwhile purchase. I'm going to go ahead and slide this one a 9.6 out of 10. And I do that only because it is quite a chunky watch. And me saying that it's a 10 means that there's literally nothing wrong with it. I prefer the weight. I mean, come on. Look at this here. This is one solid piece construction. Everything is one piece except for the back. I don't mind the weight and anything like that, but I'm not going to pretend that most guys would be fine with such a great lug to lug distance, for example, or the weight of the particular thing, or something that was meant to have a much wider strap. Some folks want different things. Some folks want different things for this, but this is a great watch. All right, that's all I got. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I'm here, Renard, and I'm out. Peace.